Hi everyone, welcome to ePalagai. This is Sumita. In this video, we'll be seeing about Karate API test automation. The topics that we'll be covering are introduction, prerequisite for setup, Karate framework installation and setup, and then we'll write a sample program and execute and view it to see the result. So what is Karate? Karate is an open source tool which is developed by Intuit. It is mostly used for API automation, and it also supports performance testing and UI automation. So Karate basically uses BDD syntax. BDD is nothing but behavioral data driven. You would have seen given, when, then in programming, in automation programs. So Karate will also be using the same. It is called Gherkin format and it is supported by Cucumber. So for creating API test, we'll be using BDD syntax. And JSON and XML assertions are built in. So you can see that for JSON, whatever validations that are available, it can be done using Karate. And it also supports reporting features. So you don't have to create any report or write any function for report creation. It will be done automatically by Karate. And what are the prerequisites for setting up Karate framework? You need an Eclipse editor and you also require Java. If the Eclipse editor is very old version, it might not have Maven built in. So you see to that it has Maven. If it doesn't have, you may have to install latest Eclipse. And Karate framework can also be used or set up in Visual Studio Code. But here in this example we will be using Eclipse, and hence I will be suggesting you to use Eclipse to follow it easily. What are the steps that we will be seeing for framework installation and setup? So we will create a new Maven project and we will select the archetype. Then we will be updating the pom.xml and we'll be writing a feature file and runner file, and then we'll execute the runner file. So the feature file, the runner file, etc. are part of BDD concept, where in BDD you will be writing feature file. So if you are not aware of BDD, just learn basics of BDD, that will help you. We don't need any in-depth knowledge on that because even Karate framework uses high-level BDD, not a very detailed one. So we'll go to the Eclipse and we'll start creating a new project. So here go to file. I told you already, like when you have Maven installed, you can see that Maven project will be available when you select a project. So you can see that there is Maven already available here. If you don't see Maven here, you may have to install the latest version of Eclipse. Now after you select the new project, the use default workspace location is fine, just give next. Here all the artifacts available in the Maven will be displayed. It just takes some time to load it. So once it is displayed, you can see which artifact you want to use. We will be using r.apache.maven, so we will filter it. So r.apache.maven, M-A-V-E-N. If you give that, you can see a quick start project here that you have to choose. So choose this quick start and give next. Now you have got this. Here we will say just my program and then give finish. So we will have a different program name here, my project. Okay, so now you can see that my project is already created here, and we can see that SRC main Java is available and SRC test Java is available. Whenever you create any new Maven project, you will be seeing SRC main Java. SRC is nothing but source main Java and test Java. So we are doing testing, and hence we will update everything in SRC test Java. And Maven has something called pom.xml. So you may have to update the details in pom.xml. Now this is the pom.xml that got automatically generated because you had given a Maven project. Now we may have to update the details related to Karate. For that, we will go to the Intute Karate Intute GitHub. So Karate Intute GitHub site has all the information that you will be requiring to work in Karate framework. So they have a detailed documentation available in their site. So you can see that they have put entire detail here. All the coding, everything will be there. And you can also see that they have the documentation which explains about how the sample program has to be, and all these details will be available. Now we are starting using Maven, so we'll click on Maven. It shows what all the dependencies that we have to use in Maven. So you just copy this dependency, and then we will use this in our Eclipse POM. Here you select this dependency. This is not needed, and instead we will paste what dependency was given in Karate. Now we will be using JUnit 4 here for this example. So I will change this dependency to 4, and hence the version also will change it to 4. I will be uploading another video for JUnit 5 separately, what changes that is required. Right now we will be using JUnit 4. So I have changed it for JUnit 4, and then we will write the Java program we will be creating one. Okay. So before that, maybe we will start with writing a feature file. So how do we write a feature file? For that, first you create a feature file. So create new file. Here you give the feature file name as user program dot feature. So you can see that a feature file has got created, and since I have the Cucumber plugin already installed in this, it shows how a feature file sample has to be. Okay, so you may have to follow all this. For our requirement, we can write a new feature file. So you can delete all this, and we can start writing a new feature file. So feature file is nothing but it will give you the step by step execution, like how for every step you will be executing. Okay, so we will write, for example, check program as our feature name, and then we should be having something called background. And then you will be giving the URL. In order to do an example, I have taken an URL, dummy API. Okay, so this is the URL that I have taken. Okay, so this is the endpoint URL. If you hit this, we will be getting an employee details. So I have taken that. We will be using that in our example. So this is the complete URL along with the after com you have API v1 employees. This is the path. We will be reusing it in the path again. Okay, so now we will have, after background we will have scenario. Now for scenario you give some name, for example get details, and then we'll give given. In given we can give the path, because it might differ from one program to another, okay, from one URL to another. So we will give up to com for the URL, and this path we can give it here inside the path. So here you paste the path. Then when give method. So what method we will be calling? We have lot of methods like get, post, put, etc. in REST API. We will be using get method here. Status, we will be checking the status for 200. So this is our feature file. Now what this program will do is that, if you see, this is something called advanced REST client. It is nothing but to execute your API. This tool can be used. In that you can see that I have given the request URL, the complete whatever we saw there, and this is the method get. So when we give send here, you can see that it is returning 200 OK, and then you can see that this is the output that it is giving. So what we are exactly asking is that the URL has to be hit, and then get method should be used. Verify whether you get 200 OK. This is what we are writing here in the program. You can see that URL along with path will be selected, and method will be get, and status is 200. Okay, so we have written a simple feature file so that the test is getting executed. Then here this file, we will rename this file as a runner file, because usually what happens is we will always have a naming convention as a runner file, from which the code or script will get executed. So we call it as testrunner.java. So this file we will have it as runner file, and we will update this runner file to execute. Okay, so karate we will just have the class testrunner, nothing more is needed. So all this we will delete. So I am doing a simple program using JUnit 4. So JUnit 5 will be will have more generic features. So here we will see JUnit 4. Now we will, for this class to execute, we have to use @run with. So capital R, run with, and then bracket karate dot class. So when you hover here, you can see that it is asking us to import run with. So we can import that, and then for karate again it will ask us to import it, which is there in JUnit 4. So once you import, all the errors will be gone here. Now your file, your feature file and the runner file is ready. So to execute it, in the runner file you right click and you give run as JUnit test. So this will execute the test and give you the result. Now it says there is some error, URL not set. So there is some problem in giving the URL. Okay, after star there has to be a space. So if you give any such error, then it might not work. Again we will close this and we will rerun the runner file. So future file, the syntax has to be correct for it to execute. So now it has executed, and you can see that the results, the get detail, whatever scenario we have given, it has got executed. Okay, and there is something called, you can see that there is a folder called target, right? So there won't be anything in this folder, but if you refresh the folder, then you can see that the target will have the result file available. So now you can see that this is the target folder. Okay, so you click on it, you can see that there is result program files HTML file available. So this is the file that Karate had automatically created. Now you just double click and you'll open. This is the result. It has executed this dummy.rest API example, and then it has clicked on the method get or executed the method get, and this is the entire result that it has got. So if you see whatever we have already seen here, you can see that we use the get function in which we saw that all this is returned, right? So you can see Tiger Nixon, Garrett Winters, all this will be available here. So it has pulled all the details for us. Okay, and this is available in the report. And status 200 means the 200 status has come, so it has validated that. Suppose instead of 200 you had given 400, which means you are asking it to validate against 400. Now let us see when you run this what will happen. So basically it will compare 200 with 400 and it has given error because the status is different. So you can see that the you can see that it says status for 200 but expected is 400. Okay, so it is expecting whatever you are giving in the program is what is expected, and whatever it is coming from the output is compared against what is your expected result. So we always call this as expected result, and the result that comes we will call that as an actual result. So when there is a difference between expected and actual, you will have an error. So this is how the Karate program works basically. Try this simple program, and then we will see cover remaining functionalities like get, other how to validate the response we will be seeing, and then we will also see how to use JUnit 5 and then post. So try it out and let me know. Thank you.